Thakur, the Minister for Information and Broadcasting, is reacting to this latest development. Let's listen to what he has to say.
रॉकेटरी पे भी कुछ हुआ है। देखिए, रॉकेटरी भी एक ऐसी मूवी थी जहां पर रियल स्टोरी के साथ साथ उसको जितनी गंभीरता से गहराई से अध्ययन करके बनाया गया था, वो अपने आप में आज के युवाओं को प्रेरित करने के लिए भी, और कैसे एक साइंटिस्ट ने अपनी लड़ाई पूरे सच्चाई के साथ लड़ी थी, तो मुझे लगता है वो भी अपने आप में बहुत बड़ा योगदान था। और अगर आपको याद होगा, कांस फिल्म फेस्टिवल में हमने तो वर्ल्ड प्रीमियर के लिए उस समय रॉकेटरी को पिक भी किया था। धन्यवाद सबका बहुत बहुत।
Right, so that was Anurag Thakur, of course, talking about some of the films that have made it to the shortlist and talking about some other films as well. But reactions coming now from all quarters following the announcement by Vivek Agnihotri, something that's of course also been confirmed with the Academy, that Kashmir Files, among at least 4 other Indian films, has made it to a shortlist for the Academy Awards, the Oscars, that in fact will be held towards the end of this particular month. Let me in fact once again go across to Ishan Wani, who's been tracking the reactions in Jammu and Kashmir. Ishan, this is something that Farooq Abdullah had said. I told Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha that Kashmir Files should be banned. How is it possible that a Muslim kills a Hindu and then mixes his blood with rice and tells his wife to eat it? This is what Farooq Abdullah had said in response to the film depicting a particular scene in the film Kashmir Files. So extremely polarized reactions coming in Jammu and Kashmir as well. It'll be interesting to see now how the same parties react to this latest development.
Well, absolutely right. It's just not Farooq, but also other political parties like Mehbooba Mufti have been critical of the movie and have been blaming and demanding that the movie should be banned. Now, how will they react after this announcement? Because Anurag Thakur just mentioned that he's happy and, Indian cinema is getting recognition at the international level. One has to pose this question to all those people who have been critical of the movie and see how do they react to this particular announcement. Because this is something which, Anurag Thakur and other political parties at the center are seeing it as a big success for the Indian cinema, because Oscars is a very big platform, and when a movie like Kashmir Files is shortlisted, this will definitely pose some questions to the regional political parties in Jammu and Kashmir and all those who have been blaming Kashmir Files for creating a certain notion. If you remember, when the killings of Kashmiri Pandits were taking place in Jammu and Kashmir, there was a certain section which blamed the Kashmir movie for all that what was happening. How do they react after this news? That will be certainly interesting to see. One is waiting for them to actually come out and say about it. We are ready to pose those questions. Let's see that if any of them are ready to react.
And also, Ishan, this is, the most possible categorical counter that there can be even to some international filmmakers, like the Israeli filmmaker who was there at the IFFI festival, who had claimed that this was nothing but a work of propaganda. So the Kashmir Files can claim vindication against these kind of claims as well.
Well, absolutely right. That created another controversy. From the day one, ever since the movie was launched, even before its release, there were controversies surrounding that movie. And in the latest, when the Israeli filmmaker went on to say those things, that is when another controversy was created. But remember, now the Kashmir Files movie director can claim that, this is a vindication for whatever he has shown on the cinema. That is something which talks about the success of the movie. It has been doing well at the box office ever since its launch. Remember, it's not just that movie, but also other movies which have been nominated have been doing good at box office, and that is why you see people like Anurag Thakur coming out and saying that it's a big moment for the Indian cinema to rejoice that movies and the work that the cinema has put in, the Indian cinema has put in, that is something which is recognized at a bigger platform.
And Ishan, the movie of course continues to remain extremely relevant, not just because there hasn't been any justice done to the victims of what happened to the Kashmiri Pandits back in the late 80s and the early 90s, but the very fact that targeted killings in the valley as well as now Jammu keep continuing at a worrying level.
Well, ever since this movie came out, it has had a large debate happening. One debate was that, killings are taking place and this Kashmir Files has triggered the entire atmosphere, made it vicious. And also there were certain things being told that this movie is responsible for whatever wrong is happening. But remember, directors now can claim vindication. At the same time, I recall that when this Kashmir Files came out, the entire Kashmiri Pandit community came out once again calling for justice.
I have to interrupt you there.